official opening of the Tokyo Summer Games.
The Tokyo Olympics have wrapped up, and now attention turns to the Beijing 2022 Winter Olympics and Paris 2024. The world views Olympics with excitement, but reports from some Western media outlets turned political this time round.
Today, we look at a controversial collection of Western reports on China's participation in the Games and ask why such a pervasive politicalization exists, even in an arena of shared dreams and togetherness. Our show presents the real China, different from the Western narrative.
Please go to the Twitter, YouTube, and Facebook to support our content. Let's take a look at these two New York Times reports first. This one, the NYT said, lower medal count in Rio rattles China's Olympics obsession when China faced a lower than expected medal tally during the Rio Olympics. This summer, the same NYT said, the Chinese sports machine single goal, the most goals at any cost, after China won many goals in Tokyo. When you are down, your system is bad. When you are up, your system is a sports machine. A perfect way to dehumanize Chinese athletes to foreign audiences.
Of course, I have respect for all journalists in the world, and we need to be calm when gauging Western media's arguments. Not all reports are biased, and a fair amount of them are apolitical. But the attempted politicization by some media is frankly getting a bit boring. Nevertheless, all unfair representations must be addressed.
Friends, how many of you watch the games on social media? If you are a social media watcher, please tell us in the comments. I saw a lot of young people watch the games on social media, but I find it interesting that some media outlets rely solely on social media to build their arguments. For instance, an August 3rd BBC report remarked on the furious nationalistic pressure Chinese athletes are under to achieve gold, and anything less than a gold will be attacked. The report handpicked a set of online responses criticizing Chinese athletes without recognizing the amount of athletes showering the same athletes.
Let's take Liu Shiwen and Xu Xin as a case in point. When they apologized for winning only a silver, almost all comments left under the news posts encouraged the athletes, and the comments are liked by tens of thousands of people.
Under BBC's report, Chinese athlete Hua Tian refuted its claim. He said he did not win a medal but had support from fans on Chinese social media, and what BBC did is unbalanced reporting.
It's BBC's favorite way to use selective facts in their reports. They zoom in on one negative comment from hundreds and thousands of positive comments. The negative comment is a fact, and you cannot accuse them of making fake news.
So they are in fact making fake news, right?
When keyboard warriors attacked our athletes, the BBC used the comments to vilify all Chinese people. Online bullying must stop right now.
Let's return to the New York Times. The article we mentioned at the beginning referring to China's sports machine. Western arrogance is pronounced throughout the article, and comments left by the readers can tell. Behind the New York Times paywalls, over 400 comments have been left, and about 2/3 do not share this article's view. You can see the readers pick number 1 is John from Harvard, as if the US is not fixated on medal counts. Bob from Sunnyvale, you are not the first journalist to have made the Chinese into caricatures of machines and robots. DL from Silicon Valley said, the Western world needs to learn to accept that Chinese people can excel out of passion for what they do, and not because they are robots, cheaters, status-obsessed, or because their parents or the Chinese totalitarian state made them do it.
The portrayal of Chinese athletes as robots is nothing new. It has been the dominant narrative when Western media tries to grasp China's success at the Olympics. The Economist released a video, Look Inside China's Secretive Olympic Training Camps, as early as 5 years ago.
As a world citizen, I'm proud of what athletes have achieved at the Olympics, and their achievements deserve anything but vicious attacks. For a world plagued by the pandemic, is there anything better to see a clean and aspirational Olympics?
The gap between misrepresentations of China in Western media and the reality of Chinese people appears to be widening. But it is our solemn intention to redress this injustice and bring you the truth about China. China's athletes are not machines, they are human beings.